In this video, we're going to look into how to make a conversational AI agent that can be integrated into your application. Now, usually, I'm not a huge fan of conversational AIs, but however, they're starting to get really, really good over time. And hopefully, this could be something you guys can integrate into your own product by integrating it into a web, mobile, or even a telephone. Now, let's see how it works.
Hi there, I'm a support technician from Laptop Care Solutions. I understand computer issues can be frustrating, but I'm here to help get things sorted out. To start, could you tell me what kind of laptop you're using? Windows or Mac?
Yes, I'm using a Mac.
Thanks. And what seems to be the problem you're experiencing with your Mac today?
Okay, so I really want to access the terminal and I'm not really sure why or how I'm going to do it.
No problem, I can definitely walk you through how to access the terminal on your Mac. Have you tried to access it before, or is this the first time?
This is the first time.
Okay, great. To open Terminal, we'll start by opening Finder. Do you see the Finder icon in your dock? It looks like a blue and white smiley face.
Yes, I do actually.
Perfect. Go ahead and click on the Finder icon. Once Finder is open, do you see a Go option in the menu bar at the top of your screen?
I don't see a Go option over here.
Okay, no worries. Sometimes the menu bar options can be a little different depending on what's open. After clicking on the Finder icon, do you see a menu bar at the very top of your screen that includes options like File, Edit, View, and so on?
Yeah, I actually do.
Great. Now, in that menu bar, do you see the word Go? It's usually towards the middle of the options.
Yeah, got it.
Excellent. Click on Go. A drop-down menu should appear. Do you see an option called Utilities in that drop-down menu?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay, go ahead and click on Utilities. This will open a folder containing various utilities. Do you see an application called Terminal in that folder? It has a black screen icon with some white text on it.
Yes, I found it, Terminal.
Great. Now just double-click on the Terminal icon to open it. Does that launch the Terminal application for you?
Yes, it did launch. Thank you for that. Now let's see how we can actually set this up. To do that, we have to sign up to 11 Labs. It's a platform where you can do a lot of different things. So for example, you can have a creative platform where you can play with music, studio, dubbing, speech or text, which is one of their newest feature that they provide. I think they updated this. And then what you have to do is go to conversational AI. And it seems like they're actually really focusing on conversational AI and being the best at it. What we will do is we're going to create an AI agent for conversations. Now, we're going to go to support agent. You can create a new agent, like a person assistant or a business agent. I'm assuming people who are watching this is probably going to think of using it in a business, possibly. And once you create it, you will be presented with a page like so. Here you have the name of the agent. You can change it if you want to. We have an agent ID, we have agent, workflow, voice, analysis, tests, security, advanced, and then widget. And we're going to go through each one of these menus and what they actually mean and what you can do with it. So first things first, here you have the agent language. We're going to use Swedish. You can of course use, English. You can of course use Swedish and many other ones. They are actually getting 11 Labs are really focusing on multilingual support, which is very, very nice. You can have additional languages. So the agent may not speak only one, but rather two or more. You can have the first message. So whenever you open the agent, what will it say? Over here, I wrote, hey there, I'm mostly from Jump Support. How can I help you today? For example. And then you have the system prompt. This is the persona that the AI agent will have and what you can do. Here, it's highly probable that you may want to adjust it for your own domain. So I'm assuming people who are watching this is probably thinking of how to integrate it into a business. This is where you can first give the first impression to the AI model to behave the way you want. Now, you can have dynamic variables. You can use which LLM you want to use it as a base. So not just the voice or that, but also which model do you want to use. And they have a number of different models, which I find very, very interesting. And they also kindly provided the different cost it may require per minute. And only that, you can also have a custom LLM if you want, which is hosted on your own server, which is really cool. So this, you can think of it like having a VLLM deployed model where you can integrate over here. So that's pretty amazing. You can also play with the temperature. I'm going to change this back to GPT-5 for now. You can play with the temperature, make it more deterministic, creative, or very creative. Essentially means how random can the model be when suggesting something. You can have a token usage limit. And what really fascinates me is the agent knowledge base. So here you can add various documents like URL, files, or just text if you really want to. Now, of course, I highly recommend that you do it when you do actually integrate it to your own specific use case. It's highly probable you may want to tinker with these different sources. Now, you can also make sure the tools or the AI agent has various different capabilities like voicemail detection, transfer to number, transfer to agent, so various other things. And this is an assumption, but I also think that you can also make this conversation AI integrated with phone numbers. So whenever someone calls it to your business call, phone number, the AI agent can come into play and talk with that person. So I think that's pretty damn cool. You can also add custom tools. So for example, you can have a webhook, a client, and this, for example, a use case for that could be sending like a Slack message, maybe a Discord message, or maybe even sending an email. You can also have custom MCP servers. We can have specific tools you can integrate with. So there is a lot of flexibility over here. So I'm going to save these changes over here, and we're going to go to workflow. This is where you guys can play with different workflow styles and the different things that can happen. Maybe you can pass it to one conversation agent to a specific person in your company, or maybe a specific action like sending an email, and so on and so forth. So pretty cool stuff over here. You can also specifically choose the type of voice you want. So right now we checked that there was another voice, which was an American English voice, which I thought to be very, very comfortable to listen to.
Riches, complaint is poverty.
So we're going to choose that. You can have multi-voice support if you want to. You can have various other information you guys can tinker with when you finally deploy a model. Now, you can also have various analysis. You have various evaluation criteria, which is highly important if you are integrating into a business. You can have various data collection. So where will you want to save the data, where the conversations are having, different tests. Also security. You can have various authentication methods added to it, specific hosts that can be used with, and so forth. Not to mention other advanced settings over here. And what really fascinates me is the widget. This widget is essentially how this will look like, where you guys can actually embed it into your website or even your email. Probably. I haven't tried it myself, but it should be possible. So this is a HTML, you just integrate it, and the person using your application can make a call and start chatting with it. You can even change the color if you want to. We're changing the color, let's say, but we're gonna give it a much better color. There you go. That looks better. You can have various themes and where you want the thing to be placed at. So you can have it on top. So let's save that. Bottom left. Okay, it actually didn't change it over here, but you should probably be effective in your own application and various other settings. So let's actually test it and see how it works.
Hey there, I'm Moslev from Genpak Support. How can I help you today?
Hey, what can you do for me?
Hey, I can help you plan, build, and troubleshoot anything around 11 Labs voice tech. That includes picking the right text-to-speech voice, creating or cloning voices, setting up real-time conversational AI, transcribing audio, multilingual dubbing, and stitching it all into your app or workflow.
Can you send an email?
Or are you familiar with APIs and want integration guidance?
Send an email?
Key here. And what kind of email are you hoping to send? If you mean having an 11 Labs voice read an email aloud, yes, that's easy with text-to-speech. If you mean triggering an actual email send from an app or agent that speaks, you'd pair 11 Labs with your email service or API, and I can outline that flow. Are you looking for a simple demo or guidance to wire this into your product?
Yeah, sure.
Got it. Quick check. Do you want a voice to read out an email, or do you want a speaking agent that also sends a real email through, say, Gmail or SendGrid? If it's read.
Okay, and there you go. That's how you guys can build a support agent. All right, guys, I thought this is probably not a very new feature, but I thought this was very interesting on what you can do. And usually I'm quite skeptical about these type of stuff, but it seems like a very useful way of integrating something smart in the application. All right, and by the way, I am not sponsored by them. I just think it's interesting. All right, guys, hope you found this video insightful. If you guys did, please feel free to subscribe. I make similar videos like these. All right, guys, hope to see you in my next video. Have a nice day.